Welcome back into the Glacier Ice Arena here in Vernon Hills, Illinois. Game 3 of 6 coming your way in the NIHL Blackhawks Tournament Premier Select. We're moving on to the 12U division here in NIHL for the Pee-wees. And our first matchup is going to be the Jaguars, the number 1 seed, taking on the Ice Dogs, the number 4 seed. Here in this Pee-wee matchup. Hello everyone, this is Eric Willowhite, along with my partner Aaron Schellen. Game 3 for us. We just finished up the 12U Game 2, Day 2, and in that one, the Ice Dogs advanced, beating the Jaguars by the score of 6-0, so they move on to the championship at United Center next Saturday. Meanwhile, in the 2-3 matchup, Rockford held off Mammoth 5-2. I wouldn't say held off. It was actually pretty formidable win for Rockford, forcing a Game 3 tomorrow morning, 10:40, right back here at the Glacier Ice Arena. Let's take a look at where these two teams come up. Jaguars were the #1 seed. 14 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties, 76 goals scored, 31 against. Ice Dogs 7-7-4, 18 points, 47-4, 49 against, a -2. As far as head-to-head matchups are concerned, the Jaguars defeated the Ice Dogs 4-2 on November 17th. Jaguars also won on December 11th, 3-2, and then a 4-0 shutout on January 28th. So that's how these two teams have stacked up competitively, Aaron. Should be a good matchup.
Yeah, and a tight one yesterday.
1-0, right?
1-0 win. That was the only 1v4 matchup that was close on paper. We had a 7-1 and a 5-2 decision. So the #4 seed and host team Vernon Hill Ice Dogs hanging with the top seed Jaguars yesterday.
Yeah, that was definitely a closely contested game. So we'll see how Game 2 plays out here. Teams will flip it around. Technically, in this one, the Jaguars, or the Ice Dogs actually, will be the
they'll be the home
team for this one, so they flip it around. The lower seed gets the home game, quote, home game for Game 2. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 54th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee-wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of this season. That's what you're witnessing right now. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, NIHL president, or visit the website at nihl.info. All right, we're a few moments away from puck drop, Aaron. Again, if it's anything like yesterday's game, it'll be a very closely contested matchup, but hats off to the Ice Dogs for clamping down on the Jaguars, only allowing 1 goal, but it was the only goal that was needed for them to win Game 1. They win Game 2, they'll advance to the championships next Sunday at the United Center, and then await the winner for the 2-versus-3 matchup between Mission Girls and Stallions.
And these are two teams that you and I are both pretty familiar with. We've called games for both the Ice Dogs and the Jaguars this season, so we've seen them both. They're both very talented teams.
Jaguars, their dark road uniforms with
Golden
their
Knights, right?
Yeah, Golden Knights-ish colors there, looking very sharp. Ice Dogs in their home whites with their kind of gray and blue trim.
We've seen that jersey so often. We've been here at the Glacier Ice Arena, I think, more than any other rink. So we are very familiar with all the different variation of Ice Dog jerseys, and it looks like we're going to have a national anthem.
Another anthem. I guess the lead game in each division will have an anthem, and we'll have one right now. So I will take off the headset, and we'll let you listen in. Aaron, I did not get a chance to hear who that was, and at first I thought they were just playing a recording.
So did I, yeah. That was really
Wow.
good. That was really good, yeah.
That was very impressive. Just knocked that one out of the park, to use a baseball parlance, if you will. But man, that was wonderful.
Yeah, that was really, really impressive.
Good start here for 12U. If the games are as good as the Anthem, we got a barn burner coming your way. So we're just waiting to figure out who the starting goalie will be for the Jaguars. They have two goalies on the roster. It's Andrew Pesca and Walter Perez. We know who the Ice Dogs starter is going to be, Elijah Borst, and he's heading to the net right now. He's the sole goalie on the roster for the Ice Dogs. And they have taken the ice. And it's going to be 31 for the Jaguars,
yep.
So it is Walter Perez is the starting goalie. All right, so now we have the particulars in net. Jaguars will be going left to right to start things off. The Ice Dogs right to left as we get ready to go. And we're underway here in the Glacier Ice Arena.
So you got the Ice Dogs, who are the home team, who are the lower seed, so they're only the home team because they were the visitors yesterday.
Correct.
But they're in their home rink.
They're in their home rink,
yes.
But as we know, that's how they work these best of three. The top seed gets, quote, home designation for game one. The lower seed gets home designation for game two, and then if there is an if necessary game three, it'll be the top seed gets home designation back. So
right.
It's picture them traveling back and forth to their home rinks.
Right, well, the advantage to that, obviously, is in line shifts and things of that nature. As the home team, you get the final shift and,
yep.
and player swap and stuff. So there is an actual advantage.
Oh, that one knocked down all the way over from the blue line there. I think that was Cam McDonald who just flipped that towards the net, and a nice save made by Elijah Borst with an early test. So we'll face off to the right of Borst. Draw. Ice Dogs will take possession. That's Gunnar McFerrin. I think we might have, we had a McFerrin in our last game as well.
Yeah, and we've also seen a couple of Jaguars. We've got Evan Mano out there. We saw what
yep.
we'd assume is his younger brother out there. Cam McDonald,
yep.
his younger brother out there for the last game, for the 10U game that we did as well. So hockey families through and through. You'll love it.
No surprise there. Here's Steres. Cross ice pass, and that one's just trying to get flipped into the zone. It's going to have to be picked back up and then knocked back down by the Jaguars. They'll try and get it outside the zone. Oh, nice. But they're going to say offside. I thought he had it on the line, but that was not the call from the official. It looks like we got a brand new crew here for the 12Us.
Well, that's good. Those guys have been putting in a lot of work for the first, about 3 hours or so that they were here. So
yep.
Give them a break. Maybe they come back for games 5 and 6. Who knows?
Now that I look at these hockey referees and how hard they have to work in games, I'm glad I was a baseball umpire.
Yeah, no kidding, right? No kidding.
Oh, high flip shot. That sails over the head of Walter Perez, starter for the Jaguars. Here, the number one seed who won 1-0 yesterday in game one in this best of three. Now backhanded, it's going to go into the near corner. You got a 4-player battle, then it comes up top, and that's kept in momentarily by Nico Allegretti. Then it comes outside zone, brought back in offsides by the Ice Dogs. So we'll have an face-off in the neutral zone, just along the far boards, right outside Joliet territory. Oh, actually center ice drop.
Oh, so we got an answer here, Eric, to the national anthem.
Okay.
That was, I want to pull it up here really quickly so I get the name right. Nicole Harrion performed that, and that was phenomenal. We couldn't hear, the acoustics in here aren't great when it comes to the overhead, but that was fantastic. So thank you to those of you watching at home.
So I'm assuming that's related to the Harrion from the first game.
I would assume so, yes.
So what's very talented family.
Yes.
They put the puck in the net and sing the anthem. Like, that was wonderful. So thank you, Nicole. Oh, on net. Yeah, steered aside there by Borst. It's going to go outside on the far side, but it does not. Good keep in there by the Jaguars. That was Quinn Conroy and then it's flipped outside to the neutral zone. Conroy will have to play cross-ice pass. He's able to get it in time to Zabrinski. And then taken away by the Ice Dogs. Good poke check, knocking the puck off the stick of Chapman. Now in shot, save, glove save made by Borst. Wow, what an early test there for Borst.
Yeah, Landon Truel came streaming down that far side, and Borst flashing that leather. I love a good glove save.
Yeah,
there was no additional flip on that glove, though. He just caught it and held
solid.
it there.
Yeah. So the draw to the right of Borst. Puck is loose. Who's going to gain control? McCarthy takes a couple whacks at it, then it's ejected outside the zone. We got a puck race. Jaguars will get there first. They'll throw it behind the net, and then it ricocheted out to the near side. Little moment of danger for the Jaguars.
Yeah, a bit of a funky angle off the end boards.
Now behind the net playing it is Brock Brogan. Brogan doing some dancing. Gretzky's office has the puck taken away, however. And then two players go down. Now a four-player battle ensues. Kept in by the Ice Dogs, flipped towards the net. It goes underneath the goal line over on the near side. Keep in there by the Ice Dogs is successful for the moment. Then the Jaguars gain possession, pushing it forward is Evan Mano. And then over to the far boards. Intercepted by the Ice Dogs and thrown in by Caden Steris. Jaguars, cross-ice pass, get it out to the neutral zone. Quickly captured, however, by the Ice Dogs, but then Swan got a piece of it with the length in the stick that he has. Imagine you're going to see a lot of that from 97 in black.
Yeah, he's huge. That is one of the largest 12-year-olds I think I've ever seen.
Now playing that one over is Williams. He had to play to the far side because the Jaguars were already in ahead of the play. They didn't want to risk the offside, so they'll reset back in their own zone. Gets out to center ice, where it's going to be played by Gunnar McFerrin. And now on the near side, Brogan. Brock Brogan backhands it inside the zone. And slammed off the backboards. And it finds its way to the far boards. Jaguars chip it out to center. Playing it will be Stas Labarenko. And now a 2-on-3 for the Jaguars was immediately broken up by McFerrin. Flipped out to center ice. To avoid a check there was Mitchell, and he dumps it in, heads for a change. Center ice. Here's Mano. Mano.
Both Manos wear number 4, too. I like that. I wonder if there's...
Actually, no, that was... yeah, you're right. That was Mano. Yeah.
I wonder if there's something about the number 4 in the Mano family.
Well, if our chat group is anything like the first question we asked, we should get a response here in 2 minutes.
Right.
Here's Mano. Evan Mano playing it behind the line. Up along the near boards, and that's sent all the way down. I believe that'll be icing. No tip, so yes. Easy icing call for the officials. They bring the puck all the way back inside the Jaguar zone. The faceoff will be to the right of Walter Perez.
Again, a bit of a close to the vest start of the first period here. Not a ton of offense either way, but you know, again, these two teams played a 1-0 game yesterday, so I guess it's not a surprise that we're dealing with a low-scoring, sort of tight defensive effort here in the early going.
Brown tried to fire that shot. It came loose. Oh, and then quickly ejected out of there by Swan, and then he's going to skate after it. But getting there first to play it is Allegretti. Wow. That was a good rescue by Swan.
Yeah, using that reach that you talked about, Eric.
Here's Allegretti. Allegretti inside the zone. Fires, glove save, made, knocked down by Perez. We got some action going on here right now. Cross-ice pass.
Beautiful pass.
And threading the needle there on Eister. Save, pad save made.
That
by Borst.
Gorgeous tape to tape from Swan there to send Meister in.
And then a fan on a cross-ice pass, but the Jaguars were able to recover at least for the moment. Swan now out to center ice. Dumped in by Meister, will head for a change. That's going to be played behind the goal line by Allegretti, Nico Allegretti, over to the near boards. Now out to center, played by the Jaguars. Captured back by Steres and the Ice Dogs. Now the Jaguars regain possession. They have an opportunity here. It's 3-on-3. Oh, nice behind back pass. Save made by Borst. And then the Ice Dogs are able to corral the rebound.
It was a pretty drop pass. Ethan McCarthy not able to finish, but.
Yeah, it looked for a moment, it didn't look like anything was there. And then the next thing you know, that drop pass set everything up in motion. Now dumping it in and heading for a change is Meyer. Jaguars will throw it over to the far boards in Truel. Out to center. Cross-ice pass behind McCarthy, but he's able to gather it for a moment, then he loses it. Now McCarthy throws it back in. Ice Dogs immediately clear it out. Back in once more by Truel. And then it eludes McDonald, goes all the way down, but that's going to be an icing call against the Ice Dogs. Down to 5:33 in a scoreless first period. Shots on goal are 5-2 in favor of the Jaguars. But 0-0 on the scoreboard.
A rapidly moving first period. Not a lot of whistles, which you and I like to see. You like that players and teams able to sort of get into a rhythm up and down the ice without a lot of offsides and icings and penalties.
And it's a good pace, too. So it's not like it's a slog out there by any means. They're going at it at a very good clip. And there we have.
As we say that. I don't believe, I don't believe in the broadcaster's jinx. I really don't. But when things like that happen, it really makes you question it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've had many times this year, both hockey and then the stuff that I do at Illinois Tech, I'll say something and it just immediately goes against it.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. It's okay. Now play along the near boards. Zuniga tried to center that one, but it was stolen by Mendoza and the Jaguars. Ice Dogs try and get it back. Jaguars maintain possession. Pushing it inside the zone. Swan. He had to look under his skates to see who was there.
Yeah, I mean, you forget, getting on skates adds, 3 to 4 inches or whatever, but he's got to be standing close to 6 feet tall.
Now inside his own zone, circling around is Axel Brown. Shovels that one ahead, but that misconnect. Oh, they're going to say it was tipped, so no icing. Jaguars will play it inside their own zone. Now we're under 4.5 minutes, 4:25 to go in the scoreless first period. Ice Dogs. Oh, centering attempt. Shot just goes wide. Never got on net.
That was good back check by the Jaguars to get back into that play.
That was Ben Moss with the shot attempt. Now the Jaguars will look to clear it outside the zone. Thrown back in.
Heads up.
Yeah, that hit the bench and then ricocheted out. So we'll have a face-off out to center ice.
That is a commercial for face masks for youth hockey right there.
Yeah, definitely. Might add, I might start wearing those at our volleyball matches, Aaron. I got nailed twice.
Did you?
Just during warm-ups by our own team. And our assistant SID got hit in the head. It's all within 3 minutes.
I've had to dodge basketballs sitting courtside before as the ball comes bouncing over. And thankfully, we haven't had any issues at any of the 200 NIHL games we've done over the years. But
we've had, nothing like too dangerous with pucks, but there are a couple times where we had to be aware. But no netting here. That one goes behind the net. Jaguars look to clear it out along the near board. Self-pass, but that goes too far up front. And the Ice Dogs will look to reclaim possession. Skating with it now will be Brendan Bertucci. Cut to the outside. Mano intercepts.
You gotta shoot that, Mano. Yeah, it was on his forehand. Nobody around him, and he tried a backhanded pass.
He passed it over to Ethan Kemp. The Ice Dogs look to have an attempt here. Pass attempt was deflected, goes to a Jaguars player, flips it out to center ice. Allegretti looked to play it for a moment, but then it was actually played by Kyle Sutter. If I say it both ways, one of them's correct. So, good. That was an elusive skate there by Zabrinski. And then he tripped over the blue line. Watch out.
That'll jump up and bite you.
All the time, but he still battled to try and maintain possession, but the Ice Dogs do grab it. Dangerous pass through the circles, but Ice Dogs were fortunate enough to have it go back in offside, so we'll have a draw outside the zone right along the near boards, right by that Pirate logo.
You're right, Eric. Not a lot of offense, 5 shots for the Jaguars, 2 for the Ice Dogs, but it's been played at a good pace up and down the ice.
Yeah. Here's Brock Rogan, flips it, goes behind the net. It's going to be touched there by Cash Mitchell. There's a great name, Cash Mitchell.
We're going to have to put together an all Blackhawks NIHL tournament name team.
Right on the doorstep was Brogan. He had that wide open net, wasn't able to get it. Might have been a Jaguars player. He got a piece of the stick to deflect it wide, but there was an opportunity for Ice Dogs. Here's Swan. Swan now with a head of steam along the far side. Oh, we whistled that one by Borst. Wow.
And didn't really need any time. That was a quick little wrister, and it had a lot behind it.
Here's Swan again, self-pass. And it goes down low. Ice Dogs look to recover. They do. Carrying the mail there is Michael Marco. And then a cross-ice pass. They'll take it over to the far side where Ben Moss gets it. Moss knocked down. Jaguars, leaving it was McCarthy. But the shot wide from Luke Zuniga. Oh, far point. Unable to keep it in. Could be a breakout, but a good recovery there by the Ice Dogs. That was McFerrin who corrected his own. Oh, that ice is getting slippery, Aaron.
It'll do that.
Yeah. First period, carrying it in is Mendoza. Goes over to the near boards. Ice Dogs get it out, and that's brought in offsides by Zabrinski. Down to 58 seconds to go in period 1, a scoreless first period. And again, we mentioned game 1 yesterday was a 1-0 winner for the Jaguars, so this game pretty much following suit from game 1.
Really is, and I mentioned, in the pregame that the other 1v4s weren't. They were like the 10U games. Ice Dogs, one of the best 10U teams in the state and in the country. They took care of business, but the other 1-4 game in the 14U between Rockford and Dubuque was a 5-2 decision. So Ice Dogs holding their own here against the top seed Jaguars through 4 periods.
Mano steals the puck along the near board, skates all the way in and tries to put it between the wickets of Elijah Borst, but he denies that entry and holds on for the faceoff. Good stick work there by Evan Mano. Yes. Even better play by Borst.
Yeah, stick handling in a phone booth. That's the definition of that right there. Evan Mano threw 4 white jerseys, and his only play was really to try to jam that 5-hole, but Borst did a nice job keeping those pads shut.
Swan comes in for the draw. He wins it, drops it back, goes just wide of Mendoza. Swan heads to the back of the net to try and recover, but the Ice Dogs get there first. Williams gets a piece of it. Ice Dogs still trying to clear it out along the near boards. Kept in by Williams at the near point. Drops it down low. Jaguars setting up shop behind the net. Trying to get that one over to Mano, but it was deflected wide. And a keep in at the far point by Juliet. Now it's finally cleared. Not sure if it'll have enough right. No, they waved it off, and doesn't matter anyway because the period whistle horn sound signifying the end of period 1. And we'll go to period 2 scoreless. Shots on goal 3 for the Jaguars, or for the Ice Dogs, and 6 for the Jaguars. Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tuesday, February 13th, the Vancouver Canucks come into the United Center, 7:30 puck drop, NBC Sports Chicago. Thursday, February 15th, Sid the Kid comes and makes the visit. It's too bad Connor Bedard will not be there for that game. That is his childhood idol. They will be in town. The Penguins, however, it's 7:30 puck drop on NBC Sports Chicago on Thursday. And Saturday, the Hawks will be hosting the Ottawa Senators. It's a 2 p.m. game time. And again, on NBC Sports Chicago, don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that the Chicago Blackhawks are excited to host their 2024 summer camps at 4 locations throughout Chicagoland for kids ages 6 through 13. Additionally, they're proud to present their all-girls camp, Big Strides, designed for girls ages 12 to 18. Included in the 5-day camp, players will participate in 2 on-ice practices and 2 hours of off-ice activities each day. Full equipment and basic comprehension of skating is required. For more information and to register, please visit www.nhl.com/Blackhawks/amateur/hockey-camps. We're back underway here in period 2. No score between the Jaguars and Ice Dogs. The Jaguars holding a 1-0 lead in this best-of-3 series.
Already see the snow along the benches causing problems. That puck was just not moving.
Yeah, we kind of saw that at the tail end as, nice poke check there, but the Jaguars keep it in. Backhanded by Kemp between the circles, got back to Kemp, throws it between the circles, pad save made, rebound, Swan buries it.
Yep, rebound right on the stick of Jake Swan, and we talked about that shot. And that was something else.
The Ice Dogs initially were able to break up that offensive zone rush there, but then following up with that, Kemp was able to keep it in again, threw it down low, off the pads. Nice save made there by Boris, but you're right, Swan just buried it.
We have an answer about the Mano family, no surprise.
Okay.
Apparently Dan, the father, says 4 has no special meaning. The boys just wanted to have the same number. So, all right, well,
very
that's
cool.
Fair.
Well, that's special in their way.
They could have just said they were both fans of Bobby Orr. That would have appeased me as a Bruins fan and you as a Blackhawks fan.
Yeah. Big time, long time Blackhawk legend Bobby Orr. I think we'll go with Nicholas Chalmerson there.
Okay,
how's
that's
that?
Fair.
Yeah.
That's better.
Or for you olds, maybe Keith Brown. So.
But this is why we love our viewers and our watchers.
Yeah.
They give us the answers to the questions we ask. Sometimes those questions are dumb, but we get the answers either way. Thank you.
Anyway, no question is dumb.
I don't know about that.
Well, all right. Tipped in the zone by Steres. Ice Dogs will look to go after it. Now they're in an early 1-0 hole as the they're not early, but early hole here in the second period as that one's deflected into the netting. And actually, our second 10U game kind of followed the same script. We were scoreless in that game, and then next thing you know, like, goals were happening left and right. Usually, in that case, though, it was for the
Rockford Roadrunners.
Roadrunners, yeah.
Scored 5 goals in the final 2 periods of that game, so they advance to our first game 3 tomorrow. That'll be at 10:40 a.m.
Jaguars look to take possession. There's Swan, who's the initial goal scorer here. Now Worrell. Worrell throws it on net. Boris makes the save, and then he had to cover up. He had a defenseman, though, there for protection just in case. That's not the defenseman's name, however, but still able to make the save.
Is that like Major Payne?
Yeah, Major Payne. That was Caden Steres, I believe. Yes. Over to the far side, trying to chip it outside the zone. The Ice Dogs look to go up ice, and they'll shovel it down inside. Good skating going on there by the Ice Dogs, but rubbed off the play. And the Jaguars look to take possession. They do. They'll chip it out the center. Skating with it is Vinny Mendoza. Mendoza, stick handling. Still has possessions, try to center, but it got deflected towards the back line. Now the Ice Dogs will reverse direction. It looked like they were going to go far side. Now they'll keep it near side. Jaguars doing a good job of keeping it in. He got 97 there in black. He's an imposing figure, and they decided to change directions, go to the far side, but Vinny Mendoza was able to intercept.
It only takes Swan about 4 strides to get from one side of the ice to the
Cross
other.
ice the other, yeah. Oh, and then 2 Ice Dogs collide, but luckily it wasn't going.
It was Brown and Moss.
Yeah, it wasn't going to cause any danger inside their own zone, but they weren't able to get an offensive rush because of it. Now good extra stick handling move got knocked away by the Ice Dogs. Good defensive play, and bringing it in is Brogan. Along the far boards comes out. Who's going to get there first? Nice poke. Knocking outside the zone. That was Ethan Kemp. We mentioned Kemp was very instrumental in that goal by Swan, as he did a keep in the offensive zone that Swan was able to eventually get the rebound off of the Kemp shot.
Yeah, Kemp had a couple of opportunities on that goal. The first one was a backhand that he didn't get much on.
Yeah.
Switched to his forehand on the second attempt and was able to fire it off the pad of Borst, and it found the stick of Swan pretty easily.
10:40 to go here in period 2. It's a 1-0 lead for the Jaguars, as the Ice Dogs carry it in onside. Now play behind in the far corner. That's picked up by Evan Mano. Out to center they go. That feed was interrupted by the Ice Dogs. And Mitchell looks to carry it in. He had it in his skates, lost it for a moment, and deflected. Mano still trying to play it. Also playing it, however, is Brock Brogan for the Ice Dogs. Jaguars will get it back. Luke Meister. Cross ice pass, trying to get it over to Kemp. Kemp once more. He had the puck taken away. Now the Ice Dogs centering attempt goes awry. Jaguars knock it back to the red line. Quick stick check, sweep check by Mano. But then the Ice Dogs dumped it back in. Zabrinski will do a cross ice pass trying to alleviate the pressure. Ice Dogs look like they're coming on a little bit here.
Yeah, everything's on the outside though, Eric.
Yeah.
They're not really getting anything in tight on Walter Perez, not really challenging the Jaguars goalie at all. They're possessing the puck. They're putting together some good shifts, but you got to start getting something towards the goal here.
That's a good example there. Sutter's feet was a little too far out in front, trying to make the connection with Bertucci.
Now you're 4.5 periods really without a goal at this point against the Jaguars, so you got to try something different. If you are a dump and chase team, maybe try to carry the puck in or vice versa.
Oh, what a keep in by Steres. That one deflected on the way to the net to Perez, however, so never got on goal. But a good keep by Steres, and he was able to get a shot off up high between the circles. Here come the Jaguars. This will be a potential 3-on-2. But a nice stick check there by the Ice Dogs to break that one up. I think that was Nico Allegretti interrupting the play there. Now on the near boards, overskating it for the moment was Ben Moss, and he throws it down low. Sutter tries to keep in, he's unable to. Here's Truel. Truel's cross ice pass to McCarthy was received and then backhanded as he heads for a change. Ice Dogs will take it up along the near boards. Sweep check there made by the Jaguars, but Sutter retains possession for the Ice Dogs. He'll carry it in. Here's Sutter. Goes behind the net, and McDonald does a good job of knocking it off.
Use that stick as a shield and just sweep it back and forth. Nicely done.
It's such an effective play. Obviously, you still have to be strong positionally on your skates to do it.
Now he doesn't have his stick, so he just kicks it forward.
You gotta do what you gotta do then at that point. Thrown over to the far point, nobody home as Allegretti had just vacated the zone. And now Mano knocks it down at center ice, brings it in, and a last second poke check, and then swatted down by the Ice Dogs, and they'll go the other way. Nice skating there and defense by Axel Brown. He throws it on net from behind the net. That's going to force Perez to have to make a play. Goes over to the far point. Flip shot, never gets through as Mano gets his skate in front of it and tried to thread the needle, but it was stolen back by the Ice Dogs.
Watching the Ice Dogs offensively, when they do gain the line, when they do gain the offensive zone, Eric, they're running with 3 skaters along the blue line. You see that a lot in the NHL these days, trying to generate some offense from the point. You know, we've always said, right, put the puck on net, good things happen. When you run 3 skaters along the blue line, it gives you the opportunity to get some deflections, some bouncing pucks, just something towards the net.
Vernon just finished up carrying the mail 2/3 of the way through, dumps it off, gets it back, cross ice pass. And the Ice Dogs will dump it in. Mitchell over here on the right wing, unable to get there first, goes to the circle, and Swan clears. Heads all the way over to Stash Liborenko. And he gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell passes it at the blue line. Nice reception made by Marco. Thrown on net. Perez is able to cover up and make the save.
And that's tough for a goalie, Eric. Walter Perez has not been challenged much. He's only faced 4 shots in 21 minutes of play here and hasn't faced one really at all here in the period, and that's a tough left pad save. The puck just stuck to that left pad and he was able to cover up.
I think they inadvertently playing a goal song or something there. I don't know.
It's over on the other rink, I believe.
I don't know. It's that one deflect through. Did it go in? It did. Ice Dogs get the equalizer on a scramble.
I think it might be Bertucci. Brendan Bertucci, number 55, was in the paint. I don't know if he got a piece of it or if it just ended up in the back of the net on that shot from the point. We'll have to see what the goal call is, but Bertucci was standing right there. And the Ice Dogs finally break the ice against the Jaguars here after 4.5 periods. They get on the scoreboard.
And you had mentioned, Aaron, that they were possessing, but they were on the perimeter, right? This time they were able to get traffic in front of the net and follow up a shot and stuff in the rebound.
Well, and as I said, I mean, there's a shot, the initial shot was from the point, like I said, so that their offense looking to generate those point shots and get deflections down low, and that's exactly what happened here. Allowed them to pick up that first goal of their playoffs.
So new life for the Ice Dogs. As Aaron said, that is the first goal for the Ice Dogs in this best-of-3 series. Jaguars only have 2 themselves, so again, it has not been a high-scoring affair. It's been closely played, and that one's going to go down for an icing against Joliet. So it goes to actually number 12. Cole Nieder gets the goal.
Yeah, so Cole was the one who had the shot from up high, and I think that just broke through the pads of Perez. I wasn't sure if Bertucci was behind Perez and stuffed it in, but I think that just broke through the pads of Perez and found its way across the goal line.
Face off to the left of Perez. Ice Dogs win possession. And nice poke check there by Truel to get it outside the zone. Then the Ice Dogs bring it in off sides. That was Abrams firing it in, but the Ice Dogs had not cleared. So they're going to bring that one out to center. On the draw, looks like it'll be Mano for the Jaguars. And Bertucci. Actually, I think it was Steres for the Ice Dogs. Jaguars have possession. Battle on the backboards. Flipped over to the near side. Abrams keeps it in, but then loses possession. Here we go the other way. Ethan McCarthy skating in between the circles, backhand. Save made.
No, I think
Forrest.
That was great back check work by Ethan Krapchiak. I thought for sure, Eric, you were right. It was going to be a forehand, backhand, forcing Bortz to make the save, but that was great hustle back by the Ice Dogs defense.
Big opportunity there for the Jaguars. Unable to cash in was McCarthy. And now the Ice Dogs look to put more pressure as they got the equalizer, their first goal of these playoffs, and they're looking for more. Tied up 1-1 with 4:21 to go here in period 2 of game 2. And now another loose puck, and that one hit the far post. Wow, Landon Truel. And another shot on that save, rebound, backhand. Truel is able to bury it that time. He got the rebound. You got to give it up for Elijah Boris, Aaron. He did everything he could. He got the friendly post save. He made a couple initial saves there, but then that time Truel was right where he needed to be. Rebound attempt, backhand stuffs it past, and Jaguars go back out in front.
Yeah, that was just a series of fortunate bounces for the Jaguars there. On the initial rush, the puck just sort of pinballed around till it found the stick of Truel. He wasn't able to finish the first, and then as the Ice Dogs tried to clear it, it was missed a couple of times, one by each team, and Truel didn't miss the backhand on the second attempt. So Jaguars back on top.
Back on top they are. 2-1 Joliet, now with 3:49 to go in period 2. They're up 1-0 in this best-of-3 series, looking to close it out and not have to go to the if-necessary game tomorrow. Inside his own zone is Labarenko. I'll have to throw it over to the near boards as the Ice Dogs try and get it out, but that's a good keep in by Mendoza temporarily, but then Sturr has to get it for Joliet, carries it over the blue line. Here's Sturr on the near boards, fires that one, puck is loose. Borst made that save, but he gave up a juicy rebound.
Yeah, Swan just not able to possess cleanly.
And now the Ice Dogs get it out to center. Backhanded inside the zone by Liborenko. Misses Swan.
Miscommunication.
Now trying to skate that one in was Zuniga, Luke Zuniga. He goes down. Swan with the heavy clear.
Yeah, he's had enough.
Yeah.
Puck
McFerrin
he was able to keep it.
Nicely done by McFerrin. And now the Jaguars gain possession. It's Vinny Mendoza. Mendoza fires, and just getting a piece of it was Borst. Goes over to the near boards. Ice Dogs with a head of steam. Ben Moss cuts to the inside. Mano knocks it, does not clear the zone. Now he does. Oh! That time he did. That second effort, yeah.
A nice job by Mano to hold the blue line for the Jaguars and force that offsides.
Evan Mano got the assist on the goal by Truel to give them the go-ahead goal, up 2-1 here. 2:30 now remaining in period 2. Ice Dogs throw it over to the near boards. Dumped in, goes past from Brown to Moss. Jaguars collect possession. They'll get it over to the near boards and then to center. Mano. He shovels that one ahead, making connection with Meister. Meister stops along the far boards, leaves it for Mano. Mano fans on it, but then he keeps it in. Centering attempt on net, and it sneaks through and scores. What a persistent effort by Mano and the Jaguars. And they tuck it in, and now they're up 3-1.
Yeah, Eric, very similar to their second goal, right? Like a mishit on a pass. The puck sort of loses steam and finds the stick of a Jaguar skater, and that one broke through the pads of Elijah Borst. So bounces are going the top-seeded Jaguars' way here in period 2.
I think that was Luke Meister getting the tally there, but you're right, exactly. It's kind of repeated that last goal, Aaron, where fortunate bounces, and you're creating some of that fortune too,
right, by
your persistence. So a 2-goal deficit now for the Ice Dogs probably looks pretty imposing at this point. Now centered between the circles, Ice Dogs look to clear. They'll get it out to center where McDonald will play it for the Jaguars.
Ice Dogs only with 1 goal in nearly 5 periods. They're going to need at least 3 more in order to walk out of here with a victory today.
Here's Allegretti moving it up ice. And now moving forward with Steres. Steres centers. What do we get here? Oh, we're going to get an interference
penalty call here on Swan, I think is going, yeah. He doesn't agree, but.
Yeah. Shaking the head a lot, but interference is the call. And this is exactly what the Ice Dogs need. If they can get a late power play goal here to cut it within a deficit of 1, then you're setting yourself up for a good third period. Obviously, Jaguars will look to stymie them here with their penalty kill effort. Face off to the right of Perez.
Yeah, it's a great point, Eric. We always talk about those late period goals and what they do for your momentum. This is huge here for the Ice Dogs if they can get one.
Here's McFerrin near point. Throws it back down low. Between the circles trying to set up Brown, but it was thrown out of there. Brown just couldn't square that one up. And it's thrown all the way down, and it's going to go down for icing.
Healed it a little bit, but you can see what they were doing, just passing it back and forth on the near boards here, waiting for Axel to get that spot in between the dots, that one-timer. That's goal. That's a goal scorer's spot right there. You know, you talk about Ovechkin over on the half boards, but that high slot area, you can do a lot of damage there, and Axel just healed it a little bit.
Face off to the right of Perez. Mano has possession. He backhands it along the near boards, but Ice Dogs will keep it in. Here's McFerrin, top of the near circle. Again, drops it down low. McFerrin's not looking to shoot. He's looking to facilitate from that spot.
You can see Axel right back into that spot, right in the middle of the ice.
Thrown on net. That one sticked aside by Perez, and then cleared off the glass and out to center.
Jaguars did a better job of defending that power play offense that time.
Well, here's Axel Brown carrying it down low. Oh, then centered right on the doorstep and firing it high and wide was Brock Brogan. Kept in at the far point. Now McFerrin the near point. This time he does shoot, but it goes right into McDonald, puts his body in front of it and blocks the shot. And now McDonald is knocked down. He's in pain. He's back on his skates. And the period sounds. Mano having a word with Brown. And we'll head to period 3. There's still 39 seconds on the power play for the Ice Dogs, but they trail by 2
and the
3-1.
Officials talking to the official scorekeeper, so I don't know if something's going up there at the end, but there was a bit of extra curry there. Yeah, there is. So the Ice Dogs, Axel Brown's going to the box for 2 minutes here right at the end of the period.
Brown will nullify the remaining 39 seconds on the power play for the Ice Dogs, and then the Jaguars will have a minute 21 power play once the penalty to Swan expires. So that's what we're looking at here. The regular season is complete now. It is the NIHL Blackhawks tournament time. 2 teams from this division are in the right to play for the championship at the United Center on February 18th. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website, the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. We are live streaming all of the Premier Select playoff games this weekend here at Glacier Ice Arena. Even more exciting, on Sunday, February 18th, we will live stream the 6th NIHL Blackhawks Tournament Championships being played at the United Center, the home of our Chicago Blackhawks. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. Figures like our own company name
right,
is
the one thing you can't get right. Yeah.
Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. Easy for me to say. And don't forget, we are loaded with games here. So after this one, we have the Mission Girls taking on the Stallions in Game 2. 650 potential puck drop. For the second, that's the 2-3 matchup in the Pee Wee Division 12U. And then we got the Bantams coming up after that, a pair of Bantam games. So stay with us all day long on Stream Sports Midwest.
There you go.
Yeah, third time's a charm. All right, Jaguars will go left to right, Ice Dogs right to left. Still at even strength, so we're 4-on-4 now for the next 22 seconds. Then a minute 21 power play coming for the Jaguars.
I'm interested to see how the Jaguars approach the start of this third period with this 2-goal lead. Are they going to play back and try to defend, or are they going to attack and try to extend this lead?
Now the puck along the far boards thrown out to the neutral zone. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ice Dogs are shorthanded as Bertucci carries it in and shoots it wide of the far post. Goes over to Swan along the far boards. He tried to flip it outside the zone. Then he gives it up to Mano. Mano had the puck checked away by Bertucci. All right, that one definitely sounds from the other side.
Yeah, we got games going on the south rink as well, and we can hear the goal horn.
Here's Allegretti up along the near boards. Good penalty killing being done here by the Ice Dogs as they definitely need it. Trailing by 2, their season on the line for NIHL. Down 1-0 in this best of 3. And trailing 3-1 here with 12:47 to go in period 3. Firing it was Zabrinski and steered aside by Worst. Another one thrown in, and that one I think just crept up on Borst, and he was able to cover up and make the save.
And rolled up on his glove too. Rolled up that left arm and found the bottom of his goalie glove, but dangerous.
So face off to the left of Borst. The Swan going up against, I think that's Michael Marco. That it was. And kept in at the near point by McDonald. Play along the near boards. Here is Mendoza had it. Mendoza leaves it between the circles. Swan near boards. Cross ice pass far point. That it was still inside the zone.
Skated it out of the zone. Didn't have to, Eric.
No, I think he just automatically thought it was going over, and then he already committed in his mind. Here's Swan. Swan has it roll off his stick, but gets it back. Drops it back. Shot and a save made. Getting a piece of it was Boris. Swan falls down. He looks a little shaken up. He's back on his skates. Here's Abrams. Penalty's over. Both teams back at full strength. Abrams has it. Centers it. Oh, just underneath the stick. I believe Marco.
Yeah, this next goal is absolutely huge. It's cliche to talk about the 2-goal lead being the most dangerous lead in hockey, but when you're trying to finish off a playoff series,
yeah,
you know, you don't want to be doing it with a 1-goal lead.
Zuniga leaves it for Brown. Brown fanned on the first attempt. Second one, he did get on net, and then Perez kind of muffed the initial save, but then he was able to cover up.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. He absolutely did. That was into his pads, and then it rolled over towards that far post before he was able to get his glove on it to secure it.
Faceoff will be to the right of Walter Perez, who's gone the distance in net here. He's only allowed the 1 tally. Now behind the net. Chip to the near corner. Jaguars gain possession. They're going to try and skate it up. Nice cut by Meister. Meister has it top of the near circle, throws it on net. Bohr steers it aside.
Kempf with him decided to take that shot.
Out to the neutral zone, Conroy. And Mano. Nice backhand pass up to Meister. Meister, but a good back check there made by Lorenzo, or Liborenko, I should say. And now here come the Ice Dogs going the other way. Another nice stick check, however, by the Jaguars. That was by Quinn Conroy. Here's Meister again. Throws it towards the circle. Liborenko will skate up for it. Cuts to the center ice circle. Liborenko is going to take it wide. It's a 1-on-3, however, and he goes down. Penalty. And we're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be a trip on, I think it's going to be on Truel.
So defense converting to offense, converting to a power play opportunity for the Ice Dogs as Truel goes to the box. And we're going to get a slashing call.
They got him for slashing, huh?
Yeah. Emphatic slashing indication from the referee.
He was sure that it was a slash and not a trip.
Yeah,
sure of it.
A bruised forearm after this. Face off to the left of Perez. So another big opportunity for the Ice Dogs to cut into their 2-goal deficit. Allegretti tries the keeper.
It goes without saying this is a large power play for the Ice Dogs.
Starts off on the wrong foot, however, as they bring the puck back in off sides. Allegretti was unable to keep that one in. It'll be Marco against Swan for the draw here. Marco wins the draw, gets it over to Steres, and now Sutter has it. Sutter will carry the mail along the far boards. Sutter, top of the near circle, throws it behind the net, no one there. And then it's going to be played by the Jaguars. It's going to be kept in by Sutter far boards, however. Sutter drops it, flip towards the net, backhand shovel attempt made, and then a wraparound goes in. Coming in from the other side and getting the power play goal.
I think it's Steres.
Steres.
Yeah, that was I love a good wraparound goal, Eric. You don't see it very often. Goalies are so good at pushing from post to post, but Steres got it done there, tucks it in the near post, and that was one the Ice Dogs desperately needed.
So now their deficit is 1, 3-2. Still plenty of time in this game, 9:30 to go. And Steres able to sneak around to the near side and tuck that one in. They did a good job of keeping the puck in along the far boards. Sutter was able to throw it towards the net. They had a crack at it at the far post, and then the wraparound came out to Steres, and he didn't miss. 19-12 are the shots in favor of the Jaguars. Here's Mendoza. He one-hands it, and then he gets the puck back. Flips it over to the near circle. Mano fires the shot. That flips up into the glove of Elijah Boris, and will hold on for the faceoff with 9:06 to go.
Good possession on that shift for the Jaguars. Vinny Mendoza goes from the near side over to the far side, and it turns into a clean one-timer for Evan Mano, and a nice save by Borst. Again, that puck rolled up on him. With that reaction time, he's able to squeeze the mitt.
Brock Brogan got the helper on that goal from Steres, cutting the Ice Dogs deficit to 1 as they look to extend this series to a third and final game. They got more work to do. They got to get the equalizer now. Labarenko has it hop over his stick, but he's able to recover and do the cross-ice pass to keep it in the Ice Dogs' possession. Behind the net, McDonald, he'll swing it around to the far side, but that's intercepted, however, by Ben Moss. And what do we get here?
I think it just went up into the Jaguars bench
area.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see where they're going to put the face-off. They're talking it over right now, and they'll retrieve the puck. And
the puck is sticking to the boards.
That was interesting. All right.
I've never seen that before.
You know how sometimes we joke like there's a magnet on the boards there and the puck stay? That actually looked like that was a magnet puck.
You say, it looks like he's got the puck on a magnet as he's dangling it around in the offensive zone. Well, maybe there is.
Interesting. I wonder what made her do that.
I don't know.
It's like a magic trick pulled off here in the top shelf, and we're tied. Wow!
That was Gunnar McFerrin from the point, Eric. I don't know that Walter Perez even saw that. Top shelf blocker side. We got a brand new hockey game.
Don't worry, be happy. Gunnar McFerrin as he gets the equalizer. Second goal for the Ice Dogs here, in the 2 goals in the span of about a minute. Do we have a goalie change?
I think we have a goalie change. I think that was Andrew. I think that was Andrew Pestka in net who gave up that goal.
Wow.
Oh, so no, Perez I think is out of the game, and Pestka came in after that goal, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think Perez even saw it.
Now here's Brown. Brown throws it on net, and that's safe, but the rebound rolls up. And a hack attempt there by Brock Brogan. Boy, the Ice Dogs have all the momentum right now, and you got a fresh goalie who lost his stick, but he gets it back.
Buzzing.
Now here come the Jaguars. Fire save made. This is where Borst is going to have to come up big for the Ice Dogs. He can't let up a go-ahead goal at this point. Not that it's all on his shoulders, but he has to come up big here.
Yeah, we talk about this sometimes, especially in playoffs. I mean, a team can win a title with a hot goalie.
Yeah.
A hot goalie and nothing else. And if Borst can get hot here down the stretch, who knows?
There's Labarenko, carries it in, tries the cross-ice pass, but that goes off the skates of Zabrinski. Kept in by Labarenko near point. He fans on it, but gets the puck back. This time he flips it, but it's knocked down by the Jaguars.
3-on-1, Eric.
Here comes Zabrinski. Zabrinski, top of the near circle, and it's deflected. Getting a stick on it was McFerrin, who just got the equalizer. Boy, this game flipped in a hurry, Aaron.
It sure did. All the momentum is the way of the Ice Dogs, and all the noise is coming down to our right, which is where all the Ice Dogs fans are.
This is their home rink normally, so getting a little home crowd flavor as Sutter carries it up through the circle. Has it knocked away, but it's recovered by Allegretti. Allegretti will now skate between the circles. Flips it on net, steered aside by Pestka. Definite size difference between Perez and Pestka. Now the Ice Dogs behind the net, looking for a centering opportunity, falling down. And the Jaguars will look to clear. They'll ricochet it off the glass. They're going to say
icing.
Yeah. Yep.
If this goes to overtime, it is a regular period, so no 5-minute overtime. It'll be a 14-minute overtime sudden death. If it ends at 14 minutes, they'll do another 14 minutes.
So face off to the right of Andrew Pestka. That was kept in at the near point by Krapchiak. Now down low, the Jaguars have it. 6:07 remaining. We're all tied up at 3 now.
Jaguars pinned a little bit in their own zone here, Eric. This has been all Ice Dogs for the last 4 or 5 minutes of gameplay.
Now it comes out the center. There's Ethan Kemp. Kemp had the puck taken away. Ice Dogs, possible 3-on-3. Centering attempt, backhanded towards the net, but it goes wide. Recovered by Riker Abrams. Abrams' backhanded pass intercepted however, by Colin Sturr. Kept in the zone, and we get a whistle. And they go on the bench again, or what are we?
No, there was no whistle. I think there was a whistle on the other rink, and both teams stopped playing.
Yeah.
I was watching the officials. They were continuing on.
That was boy, this game's been very
wild.
interesting. Yeah.
Wild,
wacky stuff here. Over on the near boards. Jaguars look to clear. They do get it out to center. That is Meister moving it ahead, and now they're going to say it came in offside.
Yeah, I think that was a whistle from the south rink. And if you've ever been here to the Glacier Ice Arena, there's not much space really between. There's a gym in between us, but you can clearly hear goal horns and whistles coming from the south rink, and I think it tripped up both teams there. And fortunately for the Jaguars, the Ice Dogs didn't pounce, because that would have been pretty easy goal if the Ice Dogs had taken advantage of that right away.
Yeah, I saw the Jaguars coach frantically waving his arms for his team to go play the puck.
Defense.
Yes. So along the near corner, there's a 4-player battle dug out, and kept in there by Lubarenko. Thrown on net, backhanded, Brogan.
I think Pesca got his left pad on it, Eric.
That one's going to go all the way down for icing. Yeah, so Pesca's had to come up big here on a couple occasions. He let up that early goal on his first time back in, and then that roof shot by McFerrin. Actually, no, McFerrin's was the only goal he let in.
Yes.
Because Perez let up goal 2, and then he came off after that. That one sneaks outside. McFerrin will have to play it. Flips it around and dumped in by Cash Mitchell. Here's Mendoza, flips it on net, steered aside by Borst. And that's going to be played by Leberenko. Cross-ice pass intercepted by Mendoza. McFerrin gets it back, chips it up the center, but only a black jersey there in McDonald.
And this is really where fundamentals are going to be critical, Eric. Play the puck up the boards. Don't throw it into the center of your zone. Be smart with your passes.
Brogan tried to soft pass it to himself, but good job defensively. A little bit of hooking going on by Brogan. One of the fans definitely wants the call, but longer your arm holds up, it's not going to change.
You got a couple of Jaguars fans down there who threw that right arm up.
Oh, Labarenko fanned on it. Mendoza digs it out. Could have a break, but he's getting some defensive support, was Labarenko. And then the Ice Dogs are able to salvage that, and they get it inside the Jaguars zone. That could have been dangerous. Man knocked down, no call. Referee emphatically shaking the head over there.
Zabrinski just lost his stick in the body of an Ice Dog skater.
Now right near the near point, Sutter moves it ahead. Jaguars will clear it out. Allegretti will have to play it. I don't think it's going to have enough for icing. No, it's waved off. Allegretti will go behind his own net. Little interference run by Sutter, but nothing there. And a cross-ice pass by Nieder as one of the goals, 3 goals for the Ice Dogs. Out to center. 2:56 remaining. Backhand pass over to the far boards. Steris had it, lost it. Up to center ice. Allegretti will play it. Allegretti. Now he finds Nieder. Nieder tips it ahead. That's picked back up by the Jaguars. Colin Sturro gets it to center. Kempf trying to get it to Meister, intercepted by Nieder.
Not much on that pass from Kempf.
No, he's kind of skating away from it and then tried to loft it. Just didn't have much on it, as you mentioned. I think that might have hit a player on the bench the way that angled, but no call.
Yep, waved off.
Here's Meister along the near boards. He's got a little space, gets it over the blue line, then dumps it down low. White jersey's there first, however, and Riker Abrams. Oh, that one whistled wide behind the net by the Jaguars as they keep it in. Looking to get something generated here. They haven't had much in a little while. And out to center. Zuniga battling. And coming in to help is Brown. Swan is out there. We haven't called his name much recently. Of course, you know what happens as soon as I say that.
They'll get the puck.
Right.
Absolutely.
Meister throws it in, heads for a change, as does Swan and crew. It's going to be played by Riker Abrams. Abrams has a little room, gets it out to center, misconnection. And skating back for it is Michael Williams, who will play it.
90 seconds,
30,
yeah.
yep.
Almost there.
heading to overtime. We don't get a goal here soon. Brown, Brown, a little too much on it. And Abrams will have to play it behind his own net. Now over to the far boards and Ben Moss out to center. Moss is the only one in a white jersey skating after it. Jaguars pass it off the near boards to Mendoza. Mendoza battling there along with Brown. Jaguars come out with it mano a moment. 1 minute remaining. Tied up at 3 here in game 2, a 1-0 series lead for the Jaguars. Here's Labarenko ahead to Brogan. Brock Brogan tried to pass and it got deflected. Intended recipient was Cash Mitchell. Now up ice on the far boards. Kept in, 35 seconds. Stick handling, trying to move it towards the zone was Cash Mitchell. Gets it over to Labarenko, flips it, knocked down. Good job getting in front of that puck by Mendoza. Now going after it is Marco. He gets there first, throws it over to the far boards, 13 seconds remaining. Out to center, it's intercepted by McDonald. McDonald looks to carry it in, he does. Oh, and then we get a collision there. That's just incidental contact, there's no penalty there. Sit down, folks.
McDonald and Labarenko.
Oh, that one deflected on net right at the horn.
And we're gonna have overtime.
So overtime to come.
So a 2-minute break here.
All right. So overtime to come. We're all tied up at 3. 2 third period goals, big goals from the Ice Dogs.
Yeah, in a matter of about 2 minutes too.
Caden Steras and then Gunnar McFerrin got the equalizer. And as you said, a 2-minute break before we go to the overtime period. It'll be a normal period, but it's sudden death. It'll be interesting to see who comes back in net for the Jaguars if they're gonna, Pesca will maintain, it sure looks that way. As you don't see Perez, he's just kind of leaning back there. Coach is talking to him over there. He's kind of a little down, giving him a little bit of a pep talk. So it will be Pesca.
It's been a fun one.
It definitely has.
We talked about how for the first almost 5 full periods that the Ice Dogs weren't able to get a single goal against this Jaguars defense, and they've scored 3 in the last about 15 minutes of play.
All right. Elijah Brose will move over to our left. As the Ice Dogs take their position on the ice, they will have Sutter, Allegretti, Brock Brogan, Michael Marco, and I believe it's Cash Mitchell.
Sutter's such a hockey name, isn't
yes,
it?
It definitely is. In net, it will be Andrew Pesca for the Jaguars. You got McDonald on the D, along with Zabrinski, Swan at center. He's got Truel and Mendoza as his wingers. So here we go, overtime.
Overtime playoff hockey.
Jaguars win possession. They win. They head to the championship. Next Sunday at the United Centers, we're going to get an early icing call against the Ice Dogs. And these offensive zone faceoffs are going to be huge, especially in a sudden death situation.
What do they say, Eric? Feed it into my veins. Overtime
yes.
playoff hockey.
There you
give
go.
me more of it.
There are no better 3 words. Swan on the draw against Marco. Swan tried to just chip it to himself and tried to get a shot off, but the Ice Dogs were able to clear. And now here's Mitchell. Trying to sweep it outside the zone. Mitchell gets the pass back, shot! Oh, it goes wide by Brock Brogan. He was right on the doorstep and he whistled it wide.
Yeah, he had Pesca dead to rights, Eric. Just missed that far post with that shot. Beautiful pass from Mitchell.
Now play along the near boards. Marco battling for it. It'll go back to the near corner. Kept in, however, by Moss, Ben Moss. Then he loses it. Thrown over to the far boards, but it's going to be kept in by Axel Brown. Brown will head off for a change, or actually Brogan will head off for a change. Now here come the Jaguars the other way. Flipped ahead by Sabrinski. He's got a head of steam, but Allegretti touches the puck first, and he'll field it. Tried to clear, kept in. Now out to center, Sabrinski picks up the loose change. It goes off a 2-on-1. Shoveled ahead. Here's Moss, but then Jaguars are able to recover quickly, and now McDonald will play it. That looked dangerous for a moment, but the Jaguars were able to recover very quickly to nullify that effort. Now Abrams didn't get enough on it, but Ice Dogs able to recover. On the near boards, moved in. Shoveled ahead. That's Zuniga, Luke Zuniga, and then it's going to go all the way down for icing from the Jaguars. So now the Ice Dogs will have an offensive zone face-off.
Yeah, every mistake gets magnified in overtime, right? Every pass, every missed check, every icing, every offsides.
Well, either way, whoever scores, this place is going to light up.
Yes, it will.
Good contingent on both sides here. Ice Dogs win the draw, but they're unable to get a shot off. And another shot attempt was blocked. Top of the far circle, kept in far point. It's going to be dumped down along the boards to Steres. Steres throws it towards the net. Now Steres gets it back. Backhanded on net, save made by Pesca, and he'll hold on as coming to the doorstep at the last moment was Brendan Bertucci.
We saw Steres do that in the second period, Eric, and he was able to wrap it around and tuck it in. Tried it this time, but Pesca was holding that far post, so Steres wasn't able to try to jam it home.
Pesca doing a good job here, coming in kind of under fire. Let up that one goal, but trying to keep his team knotted up here so that they can get the go-ahead goal and then the series winner if they're able to pot the puck. Ice Dogs will clear it up along the far boards, and that one knocked out. Might have enough for icing, no. Jaguars will have to play it. We're down to 11:40 remaining here in the overtime period. 3-3 here in game 2. Jaguars have a 1-0 lead. Jaguars win. They go to the United Center to play the winner of the 2-3 series. And game 2 will come up immediately after this. Now Jaguars inside the Ice Dog zone.
The ice condition, Eric, might start to become an issue here as we get much further into this. No ice scrapings between periods 1 and 2, between periods 2 and 3, or between period 3 and the overtime. So that ice is going to be pretty hacked up here, especially along the boards in front of the benches and the penalty box.
That puck gets past Stura. The Jaguars is going to have to go retreat behind the net. Takes it over to the far side. Good back checking there by Brock Brogan, however. And now it's going to have to be played by Michael Williams. Ice Dogs very aggressive here from the point, trying to keep that puck inside the zone. You saw McFerrin come in, but now the Jaguars go the other way. It's Vinny Mendoza. Mendoza stick handles through. Shoots, save made, Borst, and a hold on for the faceoff.
I've been impressed by Vinny Mendoza today. He's looked really good out there for the Jaguars and creating some offense for himself, stick handling through traffic, and especially in overtime, no shot is a bad shot.
Yeah, he just looks very confident with the puck and confident with where to go with the puck, right? Like whether he has it or not, he knows where he needs to be. Face-off won by the Jaguars. Sabrinski will throw it into the far corner. Swan will get there first. Backhand pass was intercepted, however. Ice Dogs look to go up ice. They'll flip it along the near boards, but Sabrinski will battle and get there first. Cross-ice pass. Out to the neutral zone go the Jaguars. Swan.
Ooh. Again, that's accidental contact. The fans want a penalty on Swan, but Swan's just bigger than everybody, so he ran into Brown and knocked him down. It's not a penalty.
Right. Now McDonald throwing it over to the near board. Sabrinski will play it. Ice Dogs look to keep it in. They do. Oh, and that puck ping-ponged around, but a nice keep there for the Ice Dogs. That's McFerrin. McFerrin looking over to the far point. He gets it there. Thrown in, never gets through.
Uh-oh.
Here coming out now.
Ethan McCarthy.
Here's McCarthy. McCarthy taken down. Will it be a penalty shot? I think it
is.
Yes.
100%. This is going to be a penalty shot. Wow.
Ethan McCarthy drew the penalty shot.
I mean, I mean, you could go either way with
Yeah.
that. You know, I mean, you could call it a 2-minute penalty. You can call it a penalty shot. There's nothing wrong with either call. And, you know, obviously the Ice Dog fans here not thrilled with this call now going the other way. But, I mean, the officials didn't miss either of those calls. That was a no call on Swan and absolutely a penalty here on the Ice Dogs.
Here goes McCarthy. He makes it. Joliet advances to the championship. Slow stick handling, moving in, slow stick handling, and he leaves it and pushes it in. Goal counts. Ethan McCarthy with the sleepwalk. Borst is talking about the stop and a movement to see if that was legit. I'm not seeing any reaction from the Ice Dogs coaches. And now the officials are coming to talk it over.
Yeah.
We're going to see. Because there was a stop in motion. Once that forward movement stops, I don't know if they're going to change it, however.
I don't think they are.
Now we're going to see they're still conferring. And they're calling it a goal.
Yep.
So this series is over as Ethan McCarthy with the slow walk.
Yeah, you talk about a sleepwalk. That was about as slow a penalty shot as I've ever seen. But the rule very simply is you need to be moving forward.
Yeah.
And he was moving forward the entire time. It may have been slowly and it may have been by inches, but he was moving forward the entire time. In my less than professional opinion, that's a good goal.
Yeah, it's hard to see in the moment there. I thought he kind of came to a stop, but
be interesting
either
to
way,
go back and take a look at a later date and see. But either way, Jaguars advance. They punched their ticket.
4-3 is the final. Boy, what a game. And so the Jaguars win game 2 in overtime, 4-3, and they'll advance to the championship. They'll face the winner of Mission versus Stallions. Game 2 coming up for that. Mission won game 1 2-1. So that is coming up next here on the NIHL Game of the Week, here on the NIHL TV network, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. Final score here in game 2, the Jaguars punched their ticket to the United Center with a 4-3 overtime winner on a penalty shot by Ethan McCarthy. For Aaron Shellen, this is Eric Willowite saying so long. Stay with us. We'll be right back with game 2 of Mission versus Stallion here in the 12U Premier Select NIHL Championships.